Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Haven't had a chance to check on our attendance this morning, but I am crossing my fingers that we are doing very, very okay. We'll find out in just a moment. We're going to share the center. This is the number one thing we recommend to all students. Good morning, Apollo. How are you this morning? Just like a Queen's Gambit, we seek to bother our opponent in the center. We're going to just keep bothering our opponent in the center. Looks like we're going to have fun bothering our opponent some more in the center. He gave up his center willingly. This is not something we recommend. So he's planning on coming out on this side or that side. It's a tough call. Let's just develop our pieces ever so normally. Where can he be going? Maybe bishop to e6 was the right move, bishop to d5. But let's not move the same piece twice in the opening. How about that? Let us not do that. This will only incur a3s. That's no good. We're just going to continue developing. We might even offer him an exchange of pieces here. No, it doesn't work.
This
Can we
time
play
I
it?
came prepared, and after 3 defeats I might win you.
I like the attitude. Where are we going now? It's hard to say. I'm actually not sure where my pieces want to be. So we're just going to continue the lockdown with that knight on such a lovely square. Wait, this knight no longer has any good squares. So we're gonna leave it at that. This does not change anything, does it? Oh, it does. Oof, that was close. He was most certainly trying to alter my control of the squares in this position. Fair enough. Is it going to be 2 pieces for our rook?
I don't know why, but I have 1900 in Blitz and 2300 in Bullet.
It looks as though we are still attacking him appropriately in all cases. $2,300 in bullet. Well, that's about right. Willpower, sheer determination. Is he going to try to save his knight, or is he going to stop me from promoting? I guess we're going to find out. Can I? Where is that knight going? Don't I just push this pawn? He has to take with something or other, but I'm getting a rook to the second rank. So do we have enough? We have a lot of pawns. And one in particular that he is going to be annoyed by. One major threat, which I don't think he can stop.
I lost the first game. If you win, I get an easy opponent in second round.
I
Thanks for
don't
winning.
believe there is any such thing as an easy opponent, to be truthful. There's no such thing as an easy opponent. And now for something completely indifferent. This is a check. Rook to G1. King to F2. Knight to G4. Obviously, we can checkmate in one, which is unfortunate. I would rather have checkmated a different way. Thanks for winning. Oh no. Why did... If you win, I get an easier opponent. Well, I don't believe in such a thing. I honestly do not believe in such a thing.
I agree, but it is easier winning a 1,300 rated opponent than a 2,100 rated.
I don't believe it. There's far more pressure in defeating a 1,300 rated opponent because both of them could be the same rating on any given day. A 1,300 playing his A game, I repeat, his A or A plus game will be 1,700 based on the ELO rating scale, and a 2,100 playing on his worst possible day will be playing like a 1,700. There is greater reward for the risk of playing from playing a 2,100 rated player than from playing a 1,300 rated player. The crossover points between each of their best and worst games are exactly the same. So meanwhile, back at the ranch. My opponent has a dark square bishop, so we are not going to accommodate him easily.
You are right.
So every day I would rather be playing a higher rated opponent every single round of every single day all year long. Let's keep the D pawn from moving forward if we can. I don't know if that was really what was going to do it. How can he guard that pawn? That is a very good question. How might he guard that pawn? That was a very interesting choice. When I was expecting knight to e6 the entire time. We will just protect against any expansion. How about that?
I only prefer higher rated opponent in bullet because it is low risk, high reward.
But it is exactly the same. Absolutely and exactly the same in all forms of rating.
Hello.
Not just bullet. Cutiepie, good morning. How are you? All right, so all of my bridges burn. I can't stand paradise. I Is that pawn going to establish itself in any way? The square. Can't make up my mind. You gods, there's too many choices here. Let's go for the space. Alrighty then. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes.
I am losing.
Oh no, you're not. There's no such thing as losing or winning. Fascinatingly enough, there is no such thing as winning or losing. This is indeed part of the problem. Really? Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. You're still not threatening me. Life is looking a little bit difficult, sir. Oh no. I am in. Oh no. I lost a pizza. At least it wasn't a full rook. It could have been worse. And now we have a shot. Maybe I should have gone the other way. Yeah, I think I should have gone the other way. There we go. We saved a position against the 1200 where we were losing. Majorly losing. Ali Papa. Who's my
At
rival?
least I drew it.
Was that you, sir? Oh, you drew this as well, eh? Nerve. Nice to see that you are on top of it.
I didn't lose.
I believe Apollo is Nerve. Demonstrating technical proficiency. I prefer B1 in almost all cases, by the way. Only in this particular case do we move up.
Ali Papa is a popular storybook among kids, but I said it as joke.
All right, 1.5. I am very happy with mine. It could have been worse. I think I was trying to play C4 on the first move to improve my score with C4. To improve my score with C4. In general. Not a normal occurrence here. That is for certain. Do I wish to do this? Let's tag the G6 pawn first. While we are at it. Chess. Can I play it that way? I don't think I can, but I'm going to try.
The most hated job is me as man working in daycare. I hate daycare jobs.
You hate daycare jobs. Wow, he let me get in like this? That's craziness, everyone. So E5. He can't take back with the bishop, or can he? Queen takes. Queen takes, check. So is he going to play pawn takes? Queen takes, pawn takes. D6. This looks so good. It looks so good, but does it really work? Yeah, let's try it. Let us try it. It looks exciting. That much is true. Hopefully he's overthinking this more than I am. I know he's definitely giving it more thought than I did. Whether or not the queens need to be on the board or off, it's entirely up to him. Doesn't seem to matter to me. Do I wish to do it that way?
I might have the paint and specie. I am a nomad, that's why I don't get mad even if kids bother me a lot, but I just don't feel to like the job. Education and entertaining at same time. I'm not good at this.
We do need to get our pizza back. So we will try. I don't think he has much of a choice. But where is that knight going? That is the question. First things first. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. I do need that knight to move. This is not working out for me at all.
Seems to me equal position.
No, it's worse. It's worse for me. I'm dead lost. I'm just dead lost. I went the wrong way with my king to boot. No, I'm dead lost. It is equal, perhaps, in, well, it was perhaps equal for a brief moment in time. But he should have taken my, You should have taken. Wow, how clever is that? Oh no, I'm in check, and I cannot move to where I wanted to move to.
Haye.
That was interesting.
Drew.
1.
I'm Adventure 25.
Is there a check that can bother me in any way, shape, or form? I don't know. But we'll have to find out. Oh no, white timeout. That's just as well. I was probably lost. Good job. Yeah, I was very lucky. Adventure 25, you played well. I should not have hung a rook, but those things happen. We are sharing the center, Real IQ. Good morning. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube, by the way, Shane. I do appreciate it. We need to get to 1,000 in order to start paying for the electricity around here. All right, I am still going to play for this old-fashioned 17th century approach. Where I get an extra center pawn, attempt to dominate his knight. Really? You're going to trade that pawn off for me, are you? Whoa. That was interesting. You gods, folks. That was scary. What he just did there was very, very scary.
Hi NM, how are you today?
Good, sir. Very, very good. Now, am I going to lose a pawn out of this deal? That is the question. Am I going to lose a pawn? It looks like I'm going to lose a pawn. So do I have a choice in this operation? Takes, 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 there and there. I don't think I have to lose the bishop pair. Well, that was interesting. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I just achieved Arena Candidate Master title.
No way. ACM, congratulations, Tanmai. Very impressive. There's a fascinating move in
You
this
play
position,
chess
which
so
I don't
good.
like it on. I think that you are hallucinating a wee bit. My opponents are just very kind to me, that's all. Like this in this particular case. My opponent is just very kind to me. I have done my share of master level games. I have studied my share of master level games. I know where the pieces are supposed to go. So I am quite happy about that. Yes. Really? You'll let me do that, will you? Mm-hmm. He's got a very serious threat here. So here a check. This is unfortunate that I don't have anything more in this position. Oh, I do have an extra rook. It has appeared on the horizon now. My extra rook has now appeared.
You don't play chess so good.
Thank you for now we're telling the truth. Now we're telling some truths. I appreciate that more. Now, where are you headed here, sir? How do you like those skewers? He cannot capture because he loses a bishop.
Hi, perhaps coffee's better way to say more.
Is that true? Here a check, there a check. This does look very amusing. Unfortunately, I have to play it this way. No! See, it is true. I do not play chess so well. Interesting. Another rather healthy draw with a lower rated opponent. And I am certainly down for the day, right? Like I started the day at what? 1970. Not even a good year for American politics. It is only a better year because it is better than what we are currently in. 1970. We are making America worse again. And then here, I'm
Yes, GM draw
1961.
today.
Pegasus, namaste, by the way. We are going to share the center. Aries Zodiac, how are you? At least we're not losing any games today. Always counterattacking. Always fighting for the center. The question mark move. Very kind of him. And it's time for the rapid warning to go out. Is it not? Is this going to bother me? It will bother me. That much is true. This is guarded twice. It will be attacked 3 times, and so will this pawn. But he'll be giving up the bishop pair. So let's bother him right there. No longer has a dark squared bishop to assist the knight in going to those squares, so everything looks okay. So bishop takes d3 and e4. Do I wish to do this? What other square does he have? Does he have this? I don't see it, but we'll give it a go. Ah, he could lose another pawn, I just realized. If he's very, 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 very clever, he could lose yet another pawn in this deal. Or it could be just the destruction of his kingside now and forever.
How do I join tournament?
Ah, PewDiePie, you need to be in the Rapid team, as that is the next tournament coming up. Sorry. The Rapid team, which is the second link, will be the second one. Alrighty then. I need to keep attacking him. What in the world was that all about? Got his pawn back. He got his pawn back, ladies and gentlemen, for what it was worth. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. This seems crazy, right? Doesn't that seem crazy? Where is his knight going to go? He's got one check. Oh, oh my God. What a hallucination. What a hallucination. I wasn't threatening anything. Oh my God. That is craziness, everyone. Absolute craziness, Moneypenny.
Perhaps the move nd4 was better and white's q is trap.
White's queen is trapped.
Not plat h5.
Interesting. I don't have much of a choice here,
Play
do
not
I?
h5.
Play not h5. Yes, yes. Definitely not playing h5. h5 was just a ridiculous idea. It was indeed a ridiculous idea. I don't have a choice, do I? Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. I need to get very active here.
Hello.
Good morning. Aves Vayas. Great to see you, sir. Can I go in this direction? No.
May I play against you?
You absolutely can. We are in the dojo phase. Oh no, I need to send the other link. Dismiss. I can't believe that I bollocksed that one so poorly. Let's go to the Daily Rapid team. This is the link for the next event. Copy URL. I don't think it's possible to get in this one any longer. And you'll see the team update link right there for the... I haven't given her any credit. This WFM from Mongolia. WIM from Mongolia. Three-time champion of Mongolia. No slouch. I will look up her games later. I will give her a little bit of a shout out. Perhaps we can find her best games. Reload. We're at Star TV 5. Again, the English opening. We need 2 out of 3 with the English opening on each day, by the way. Now this does not work. This Iron English does not work, especially with the knight on f3, by the way. Last chance, last call. Last call to try to get the d5 move in. Not sure what you were planning on in that particular regard. Playing this like a normal accelerated dragon. Absolutely normal accelerated dragon. Might have to give him the square. A6 could have been a better move. A6 indeed was a better move. We'll see if we get another chance at it. Wow, the B6 square, yeah. Cashing in all of my chips. For what? Turn down for what? Did I throw away my win? Oh no, I did throw away the win. In 2 cases I drew. But it will have to be okay. Do I want to do it that way? I have no choice, right? I have to give him that square. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Hi Master Chess Dojo.
Good morning, Paul. How are you, man? It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Alrighty. Do I wish to do this? Or do I wish to do that? It's always awkward. He didn't take advantage of my mistake. So that's very
I'm
kind
fine.
of him.
Yesterday I went to the circus and saw a guy who resembled you from a distance. He
Oh,
was
no.
wearing a hat like the one you are wearing in your Lee Chess streamer profile picture.
That's quite crazy.
BD2 then to C3. I have 2 birthdays for you.
Yeah, we've got that instead. I don't want him to be able to play knight e5. I want to be able to play d4. Excellent. I need to do some checking. I noticed that the file for birthdays, the same exact file by name on my laptop, is different from the file that I left here with you. Which is always awkward. So now, am I at all concerned? I am concerned. You gots, folks. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I am up in exchange, yeah?
Vibe Hov Route, February 27th. Is it the last Tron? Victor Skliarov, August 9th.
It is not the last round, interestingly enough. It is not the last round yet.
It's just a coincidence that it's today.
So herein lies the tale, Ron, that I was having a problem with, because he can try to trap my rook if I move my bishop away, right? So let's just try our best to open up lines against this king. What
Why
are
aren't the
you
ratings
going
visible?
to do? It seems like you are in trouble, it seems. Oops. I don't think he planned on that one. He has only but one pawn left.
The other day I was up 2 pawns in a rook and pawn endgame. I forced a trade of rooks, but the chess.com engine called that an inaccuracy. I disagree with the engine.
It does happen that way, unfortunately. It does happen that way. Round 7 will start soon. Am I already registered in this event? That's what I have to make sure of. I'm not quite registered in this event. But I do want them to know that I will be right back. Be right, BRB, right after the Blitz last round. Oh, it is Frank Marshall's birthday tomorrow. Is it tomorrow already? Oh, no. Is this true? Is the Blitz over? It is over. So the final standings were... I was in a loss in tiebreaks with Star TV, even though I did okay against him. Very okay. We don't need to turn on an air conditioner. Well, I see what I was doing. I forgot completely about this. Reload. So our VIP today, Dulamsurengiin Yangzhindulam. They have a way of combining.
Neither you nor Ron Haye was in the top 3? Unusual.
It is unusual, right? Copy. I'm just curious as to whether or not, make sure our board is solidly big enough. And then in the mega database, Alexander B., where are you? We're looking for, well, this is by date, right? Mega database. I really do need to remove the mega database that is not correct. This is the one that is not correct. It only has 37 sources. I believe this is the one that is not correct. The mega database is incorrect. Delete all files. Let's cross our fingers. File is too big to move to the recycle bin. Where are you, Alexander B? You are online. It is your turn in the Swiss. Oh, and he's here, of course. Right after I message him. Right after I message him, he appears. 4 Knights game. Let's see what we can do to invite an Italian. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I'm game. Let's see what we get. Am I going to get anything out of this mess? Get a second pawn.
I never thought about doing that against the 4 knights. I'll try that next time.
Well, that's interesting. Now, my opponent is very good. I do not know why I am risking this so much, but it is rather intriguing that my opponent is playing so well.
I once said the 4 knights is a beginner's opening, and somebody disagreed with me.
Really? That is quite profound of them. All right, moment of truth. I need to start battening down these hatches. Battening down these hatches. Where are you going, sir? What does it all mean? Let's try to promote a pawn. Whew. Bishop c5 is Capablanca's answer, by the way. One of Capablanca's shortest games. I'm sorry, not Capablanca's answer, but Capablanca did play Bishop c5
I have
himself.
strong opinions about chess, despite being a weak player.
Capablanca had an opponent, Adams, once play this particular variation, and it led to a very short game. Now, I have lost to this myself. When I was very young, I lost to this tactic.
GG.
Capablanca plays... no, it wasn't this move. It was king to d8, queen to c5, c6, queen takes f8, checkmate. This was Capablanca Adams. I don't recall the year, but it was one of Capablanca's shortest games in 9 moves. And it occurred with him playing the 4 knights against someone who actually tried almost successfully to escape the boredom of the 4 knights. Ron and Star TV are at it again. I need to turn up the air conditioning. I will be right back. Oh, I haven't turned on my lights. For Dubai, my Dubai poster. You are your best moves. And just check. I thought so. Because it freezes in here. Because it freezes in here, I had closed the vent for this room. So now perhaps this temperature will be a little bit more accurate. Night Warrior. I was just watching the Night Monkey in Europe. Who did the Night Monkey team up with to defeat the Fire Elemental? Anyone? Trivia question. Who did the Night Monkey team up with to defeat the Fire Elemental? I am still going to give C4 a shot. I need to win 2 out of 3.
I hate the center fork trick. It never works when I try it, but always works when my opponent tries it.
It's not supposed to work. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. What are we talking about? And why am I in this together here? We're going to have to get this one.
I have never heard of the Night Monkey.
Now the moment of truth. I don't recall this being an option, actually. I guess I'm just going to have to defend in a rather normal fashion.
I'm talking about Nx5, Nx5, D4 forking C5 and E5.
Yes, yes. But, oh, as white, the fork trick is not a trick, by the way. As white, it is not a trick. You are already ahead in development. I'm just going to say that one time. You are already ahead in development. There is no reason for you to resort to tricks when you are already ahead in development as white. It does not make any sense at all to me. Should I gambit this pawn? That is the question. And what will he take it with? So if I move backwards and he plays g5, bishop to g3, is it a gambit? Or am I merely just capturing and...
Your last game in the Blitz you had bh6 plus. qxh6 then qxf8 plus. kxf8 then rxh6.
Ooh, nicely done. Ron, nicely done. Ron studies my games more than I study my games. Isn't that fascinating? Let's just keep the pressure on. Yes, yes, yes. Knight, bishop, knight, rook. Can I go in this direction? It seems like the direction we wish to go in. Everything seems to be protected nicely. Does he have this for real? Well, that's a bummer. That's craziness. Fair enough. We're trading pawns, it seems. I am not very happy about this trading of pawns, though. We're going to get the one on f7. Or the one on c7. Let's see which one he offers us. How is my record against Knight Warrior? 1-1. 1-1. Wow. So he just offers me the pawn straight away. Okay, I'll take it. And the exchange. And the exchange. Can I capture once? Yes. Which is not the point. The point was that I have my king very active and an outside passed pawn, right? So if I attack your piece, your pinned pawn, pinned pawn. So rook to f4, c3, rook takes c2, and then he promotes, right? Well, that's clever. Did I use the wrong one? I used the wrong one. Perhaps I should have used the f4 rook, or was the a7 rook attacked? Maybe the a7 rook was attacked. Interesting. Are you forking me? All right, fair enough. So I don't really wish to trade, but I do wish to keep him from coming forward. You can't take that pawn, can you? I don't think you can take that pawn. Am I gaining time on this one? Yes, I'm getting my rook out from in front of the pawn. Just so. No threat here, folks. No threat. Does he find the right move? He did not. Had he found king e5, it could have been problematic. Now, can I? Or, oh, shoot. I was supposed to play rook h8. Again, a mistake in the rook and pawn ending. I was supposed to play rook h8. He's going to self-stalemate me. Whoops.
Only draw now.
It's possibly true. I have one sliming chance because of that funky rook move that he played. Because of the funky rook move that he played. Let's give it this one. Let's give him this one. Oh. Is this true? He has a better technique than I thought. That's a bummer. He can get fancy. Yes, yes. That's a bummer.
Had a similar position when I managed to get a draw against Pia's husband. What was his name again?
Juan Belon. Juan Belon.
That's right.
I actually, was it he who wrote Mastering Ideas in the King's Indian and Mastering Ideas in another opening? I don't know if he wrote Mastering Ideas in the Sicilian, but it was a truly great idea book. Good luck, Ron.
BRB after breakfast.
Playing one of the oldest systems in the world. Cohn Rubinstein. AKA the Caro-Kann defense. Now there's a big debate here as to whether a6 followed by b5 is better than the immediate b6 followed by bishop to b7. Either way, there could be weaknesses incurred on certain squares, and it looks as though and then there's also bishop d7, bishop c6, but we're going to just go for this one since this bishop is on a very strange square. Right? So now knight takes. What? There was a forcing move there. I thought for sure he was going to capture, and I was going to be in big trouble. But now, a third piece, a third minor piece has appeared on the scene. I don't know what to say about this third minor piece, other than the fact that it appears to be an extra. So here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Bishop takes, stops the check. Oh, you're going to play in that direction. I don't have much of a choice, I'm afraid. All right, Paul. Breakfast sounds like a truly great idea. It does. There's a massive double attack here, I'm afraid. Mm-hmm. 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 So are we? I'm not getting a pawn mate out of this deal. This is really annoying. But we are going to try. So is it stalemate? Arg. I wanted a pawn mate. I'm sorry, Ron. There's no way to really realistically construct one without your help, and that was not kosher. Collusion, I tell you. Collusion would not be good.
More coffee.
More coffee. We're on coffee now. Yes, I need to learn some Swedish. If I learn Swedish, I'll be able to learn Norwegian easier. Exactly. I need coffee as well. So we are as black, right? That's just to as black. We are not in this position enough. So bishop f4 has never been played against me. I find that very amusing that bishop f4 has never been played against me before. Bishop a3, I think I ran into the other day. Yes, yes. Our hoot. It helps to know the structures of a lot of openings. I do like the book, Chess Structures by Mauricio, Flores, Rios, and maybe I should give it more credit across the board. But I don't recommend it for beginners or intermediate players. I do believe that Chess Structures by Mauricio Flores is a slightly above average book. So, in the opening book category. Yes, yes, obviously. And in fact, I think that was the other move that I'd played against. Also, I'm trying to prevent the d5 push that is very commonly understood to be the great equalizer in this opening. So if we go back into this position, I believe that if white wants an equal game, he can just push d5. It may look like it's not equal, but I think it's equal. But it's true. So I've had this as black in the Nimzo Indian. Right? Maybe not. But in any event. What went horribly wrong? Oh, yeah, you didn't recapture. You had to capture. I did not consider any other move. Yeah. Ulf did have the move d5. That is a very famous isolated pawn purification problem. It is very famous. All right. My creative. Probably not my best move. c4 would have been better. Well, isn't that interesting? Here a take, there a take, everywhere a take, take. I don't have much of a choice here. It's obviously very kind of my opponent. There is a certain amount of pressure. I admit it. I am feeling it. Cheese. Please. Now that he's got a hook, this is a whole different story. Or is it? Or is it the same old story? Or is it the same old never-ending story? Let us not automatically recapture. How about that? Bishop takes, pawn takes, and queen e2. Bishop takes, pawn takes, and queen e2. Knight to d4. That is the annoying part, yes. We're out of here. Do we get the bishop pair? It looks pretty good. It looketh pretty good. And now for something completely indifferent. Is there a fork on this square? That is the question. Here a take, there a take, everywhere a take, take. trying to get very Spassky-like, right? Doesn't this look very Spassky-like? Wow, that was not at all what I was expecting. That was craziness, folks. Not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting something slightly more elaborate. Are we not down a piece? We're not even down a piece. We're just capturing pawns hand over fist. Threatening rooks. Bothering people to no end. My original intention was to play bishop g5, by the way. That was my original intention. Was it a better move? Bishop to f5. Now we get another shot at it. Bishop g5. Bishop f6. Rook takes f6. Or is it bishop f6, knight takes e8? Threatening mate all over again. No, you didn't. Got to get everybody in on the game. All of my opponents on that half of the board. All of my pieces on that half of the board. All right, Mr. Numero Uno. I need to know how he's doing in Dortmund.
e6?
I believe he is done. Yeah, he had bishop e6. He had to try that as a defense. Absolutely. Uniting the two, counterattacking.
To be g5.
Yes. It was very sketchy on my part. I admit it. Very, very, very sketchy on my part. I need to look up Dortmund on another window to see if we can watch broadcasts. The British Chess Championships. I am very saddened by Michael Adams' loss, actually. Very saddened. He's coming. Where, oh, where is... All right. So normally I'd answer e4 with e5. Should I? Yeah, let's go for it. Let us go for it. How is Twitch reacting today, everyone? How is Twitch?
I'm back. I see Charles is giving you time odds.
He is. I'm trying to check out his tournament. I'm trying to check out his tournament in Dortmund. Is it really completed? Is Dortmund really, really finished? So knight to d7 will be tried at a later date. The 2026 Toronto Open. I did not know about this tournament in 3 weeks. Holy smokes. Let's do that official website now before I forget. The Toronto Open in 3 weeks. I am looking forward to this. I'm quite looking forward to this.
I see the Scotch Gambit more often than the regular Scotch nowadays.
Another one that I wish to go for is the Vera Menchik Memorial. Interesting.
NE4 is better than ND7. I learned that the hard way.
Mm-hmm. Am I concerned here? Not sure if I'm concerned. All right, I have looked at this before. It is fascinating. So, moment of truth time. I was lost in this position before. I was indeed lost in this position before. So we'll try something new this time. Claudia Coulon, the Menchik Memorial. Where is this located? It starts in 2 weeks, August 24th. That's too close. Oh no, and if it's 3 weeks away to the Toronto Open, that's also too far away. I cannot go to these because school is starting. Oh, it's a 10-player round robin. The Vera Menchik Memorial is a 10-player round robin. Sad. But maybe they'll have a festival along with it. Maybe they'll have a Blitz and or other event. The Tringov Memorial. Really? You're going to go for that, sir? So here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. I think we're okay in this particular line. But not by much, mind you. Not by much. I do have to keep this square a wee bit under control. So the Tringov Memorial begins in 22 minutes, and it is in Plovdiv Bulgaria. Yes. So here a check. There a check.
I was wondering what you were doing when it looked as though you were going to move the knight. That would have allowed Q takes d8 mate.
I don't think I have a choice here. As much as I want to try to sacrifice the knight, I do not think that I have a choice. As it turns out. So a knight, a4.
If you have a forced mate, I don't see it.
I don't think I'm in any trouble here, though. Okay, maybe I'm in trouble here. Maybe, just maybe I'm in trouble here. So he allowed me to repeat once, but this is a very different repetition now. Here a check. He blocks. Well, that's a bummer. And he's going for it, folks. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Do I go for the win? Or do I just accept the fact that I might have to perpetual him? That is a bummer. Oh, wait a minute now. I blundered?
I am old-fashioned. I prefer interpose to block.
I had to go the other way. I hallucinated. I hallucinated. Yes, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. I do need to look at that game again because I felt everything was going in Black's favor there until it was not. Wait, is this not the real position? Bishop c5. Knight takes c6. Oh, bishop takes f2 check first. Got it. And then I'm not losing. Bishop takes f2 check first because then queen h4 carries some weight. So after king to d8,
finally got developed.
This is fatal. Yes, indeed. All right. Learned. He played a good spoiler for Ron. Nicely done, Charles. Nicely done. I want to see, I'm still looking for the broadcast for Dortmund. Congratulations. Dortmund. This is the easiest way to look for it, is to type in Dortmund. Unfortunately, when we go to the B event, and we try to go to players, we will not get an accurate count on Charles's progress. I don't think. So we do have events all planned out. Did he never make it to the top boards? Is that the story? Mm.
Are you going to follow the Sinquefield Cup?
I was planning on it, yes. It's not started yet because I know it's on American time, so it's not going to start for a while. The main reason I would follow the Sinquefield Cup is because I think, and I know, that Lichess will cover it. So the 9th round and the last round of Sparkison is going on now. Surya Ganguly. Overview. Standings. So Ganguly has finished with a guaranteed tie for first. Is that what it is? Oh no. Elham Amar has won the event. Tomorrow. Elham Amar has won the event, and Ganguly finished second. There's no stopping, there's no catching Elham Amar because is he really from Norway? Wow, I have never imagined that he is now from Norway. I wonder if he is doing training and coaching in Norway, if that is the reason why. Then we have Amilal from Mongolia versus Chingun, also from Mongolia. Dmitry Kolars on board 3. I'm assuming this is how it's going. Another Mongolian player on board 3. Wow. I'm sorry that I was not there. I have a very good acquaintance or friend in Mongolia. Maybe a couple from Mongolia. David Navarre did not do so well. He is in 17th place with only 5.5 points out of 8, while Surya Ganguly finished with 7 out of 9. His opponent finished with 7.5 out of 9. And Chingun is playing for the marbles here. Let's take a quick peek. It's got to make sure the board is small enough, yeah. So Chingun is currently in 3rd place with 6.5 points in a must-win situation to tie for first. So White is in a must-win situation to tie for first. Now, he is playing another Mongolian player. This could also mean a norm opportunity, but I don't necessarily know his opponents. Let's check out his opponents. If he did not have too many from the same federation, and he did not. Trying to scroll this without scrolling this. Fine, I will scroll it this way. How about that? Players, he played, I'm only seeing 5 games on the top boards. That's so strange. He beat Mikhailovsky. Sugar. He beat a not quite, actually a much stronger Mongolian here. And he has another much stronger Mongolian in this particular case. So that's interesting. Well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. If he wins this game, which is not that easy to do, he ties for first. It could be a terrific result. But if he draws this game, and that's more likely, he will tie with Ganguly. And a lot of people may catch them at 7 points, and his tie breaks may be very okay, including Kasper Piorin. Kasper Piorin has 6 points and is playing for the win. He won, so he's already at 7 points. From Poland. I was wondering, I know there's a major tournament going on in Romania, or there was a major tournament going on in Romania, but I don't see any Romanians in this event. I see one U.S. player from Edward Song. This is the Sparkerson Chess Trophy A. Basically, it means 2100 and up. And in the B section, we will check that offline. Meanwhile, how is Twitch doing? Actually, there was a great one here. We are going to head over to Cheese 24. How about that? The few viewers that we have, we're going to be looking at the British Chess Championships. Thank you all for being here. Let's roll those credits for those who are still here. Namaste, everyone. Ron Haye, namaste. What in the world? Have a terrific day, everyone. Cheers and ciao.
Bye.
Thank you, Paul. Wait, did I get those birthdays? I'll get them after. Namaste. Thank you, Paul. Ciao.